Welcome to Canada, a land of vast wilderness and timeless beauty. A country where nature still rules and every horizon feels infinite. From the towering peaks of the Rockies to the endless forests of British Columbia. From the icy glow of the northern lights to the charm of cobblestone cities. This is a journey across one of the most breathtaking nations on Earth. Canada is more than just a place on the map. It's a feeling. A deep breath of mountain air, a reflection in crystal waters, a whisper of snow underfoot. It's adventure and serenity combined. A promise of freedom stretching from coast to coast. Here, modern life flows in harmony with nature. Cities rise beside mountain ranges, and technology blends with tradition. Every province tells a story of people shaped by the seasons, by history, and by the untamed beauty that surrounds them. In this 4K journey, we'll uncover the wonders of Canada. A cinematic expedition through its most extraordinary landscapes, its cultures, and its hidden treasures. From iconic landmarks you've always dreamed of, spirit of the Great White North. This is Canada, vast, wild, and beautiful beyond imagination. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to Wonders of Canada. Destination number 1, Banff National Park, the jewel of the Rockies. A land of glacial lakes, endless pine forests, and mountain peaks that seem to touch the sky. This is not just a park, it's a world unto itself, where every trail, every ripple of water, and every breath of cold mountain air reminds you of how small we truly are in the face of nature's majesty. Established in 1885, Banff is Canada's oldest national park and one of the world's greatest natural sanctuaries. It was the discovery of hot springs here that sparked a movement. A belief that these mountains should be protected, preserved, and shared with the world. Today, Banff stands as a testament to that vision, a wilderness both pristine and alive. At its heart lies Lake Louise, perhaps the most photographed lake in the world. Fed by ancient glaciers, its surreal turquoise color comes from fine rock dust carried by the melting ice. Surrounded by towering peaks and the grand chateau Lake Louise, this place feels like a dream made real. Just beyond lies Moraine Lake, smaller, quieter, but no less magnificent. Once featured on the old Canadian $20 bill, it's known as the $20 view, though no amount of money could truly capture its worth. Banff is home to a living wilderness. Grizzly bears roam the valleys, eagles soar above the treetops, and herds of elk wander the meadows. The air feels cleaner here, sharper, as though the mountains themselves breathe life into everything around them. And yet, amidst the wild, there's comfort. The town of Banff offers warmth and hospitality, boutique lodges, hearty mountain meals, and those same hot springs that first drew explorers to this land more than a century ago. Sitting beneath the stars in those mineral waters, surrounded by silence and snow, you feel the world slow down. For travelers in 2025, Banff is easier to explore than ever. with sustainable lodges, eco-tours, and scenic routes like the Icefields Parkway connecting to neighboring Jasper. But while access has improved, the spirit of Banff remains timeless, a place where wilderness still whispers ancient stories. Banff National Park isn't just a destination, it's an awakening, a reminder that beauty isn't built, it's preserved. And here, in the jewel of the Rockies, Canada's heart beats strongest, wild, free, and eternal. Destination number 2, Jasper National Park, the call of the wild north. If Banff is the crown jewel of the Rockies, then Jasper is its wild, untamed soul. Stretching across 11,000 square kilometers, Jasper National Park is the largest in the Canadian Rockies, a vast frontier where nature still reigns supreme and silence has its own voice. The journey to Jasper begins on one of the world's most scenic roads, the Icefields Parkway. Along this 230-kilometer highway, every curve reveals a masterpiece. Shimmering lakes, glaciers spilling from mountaintops, and valleys that seem untouched since the dawn of time. One of the parkway's greatest wonders is the Columbia Icefield, an ancient sea of ice feeding 6 major glaciers. Standing here, beneath walls of blue-white ice that have endured for millennia, you feel the pulse of the planet itself. This is Earth in motion, powerful, fragile, alive. Further north, the Athabasca River cuts through solid rock to create the breathtaking Athabasca Falls. The power here is humbling, a reminder that nature, in all its beauty, also commands respect. And then there's Maligne Lake, perhaps Jasper's greatest treasure. Here lies Spirit Island, one of the most photographed places in all of Canada. When you stand before it, surrounded by silence and mirrored mountains, time itself seems to pause. Indigenous legends tell of love and longing bound to this place, and when the light hits the lake just right, it's easy to believe the stories are true. Jasper is a sanctuary for wildlife, a living wilderness where elk, moose, and bears roam freely. It's not uncommon to see them wandering just beyond the tree line, going about their ancient rhythms as they always have. And when night falls, Jasper reveals another secret. It is one of the world's largest dark sky preserves. Under a sky unspoiled by city lights, the stars blaze brighter than anywhere else on Earth. The Milky Way stretches from horizon to horizon, a cosmic reminder of how small we are and how beautiful the universe can be. For those who seek solitude, adventure, and connection to the natural world, Jasper is not just a destination. It's a journey inward. In this place where mountains whisper and stars keep watch, you don't just visit nature, you become part of it. Okay, so I asked my friend to tell me the most unfunny joke he knows. Like I wanted something so dead inside it circles back to being hilarious, right? And he just goes totally serious. Why did the chicken cross the road? I'm already bracing myself, and then he hit me with it. To get to the other side. Bro, I don't know why that sent me. Like the chicken had no plot, no twist, just raw determination. Destination number 3, Vancouver, Canada's Pacific jewel, where the mountains meet the sea and modern city life blends seamlessly with nature. This is Vancouver, one of the most beautiful and livable cities on Earth, a vibrant gateway to the Pacific. Vancouver offers a rare combination of urban elegance, coastal scenery, and endless outdoor adventure. Start your journey along the Vancouver Seawall, the world's longest uninterrupted waterfront path. Whether you're cycling, walking, or simply enjoying the ocean breeze, the views of snow-dusted mountains, soft waves, and glassy skyscrapers feel almost surreal. Vancouver's crown jewel is Stanley Park, a massive rainforest oasis larger than New York's Central Park. Ancient cedar and fir trees create shaded pathways, while vibrant totem poles at Brockton Point tell stories of the region's First Nations heritage. It is a place where the past and present breathe together. In the heart of the city lies Granville Island, where creativity thrives. Its famous public market overflows with fresh seafood, artisan breads, local chocolates, and handmade crafts. Musicians perform along the waterfront, and the atmosphere buzzes with the spirit of West Coast culture. Vancouver is also a city of neighborhoods, each with its own soul. Wander through Gastown, the city's birthplace. Cobblestone streets, historic brick buildings, and the iconic steam clock create a blend of vintage charm and modern energy. In Chinatown, one of the largest in North America, traditional markets and fragrant eateries line the streets. The serene Dr. Sun Yat-sen Classical Chinese Garden transports visitors into a masterpiece of harmony and design. But perhaps the true magic of Vancouver lies in the balance it offers. Within minutes, you can go from urban nightlife to sandy beaches, from modern museums to misty mountain trails, from gourmet dining to whale watching. Vancouver is a city that invites you to breathe deeply, explore openly, and appreciate the quiet beauty in everyday moments. Whether you're chasing adventure, culture, or coastal calm, Vancouver welcomes you with open arms and unforgettable views. Destination number 4. Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada's thunderous wonder. Few natural wonders in the world command attention like Niagara Falls, a breathtaking masterpiece of water and power on the border between Canada and the United States. Here in Ontario, nature unleashes a show that has captured hearts for centuries. While Niagara is composed of 3 waterfalls, the Canadian side is home to the most iconic of them all, Horseshoe Falls. With more than 168,000 cubic meters of water crashing downward every minute, this is a place where you can feel the Earth's pulse beneath your feet. To truly experience the falls, you must venture into the mist. The Hornblower cruise sails straight toward the roaring cascade, an exhilarating encounter with nature's power that leaves visitors breathless and awestruck. For those who prefer a bird's-eye view, the Skylon Tower offers a 360-degree panorama of the entire region, from the crashing falls to the distant blue of Lake Ontario. And when night falls, Niagara transforms again. The waterfalls become a luminous canvas during the nightly illumination, shining in brilliant colors. On special evenings, fireworks erupt above the river, turning nature's artwork into a living celebration. Beyond the thundering water lies a landscape shaped over thousands of years. The Niagara Gorge offers adventurous trails and dramatic scenery, cliffs carved by the relentless flow of the river. Not far from the falls, the charming town of Niagara-on-the-Lake invites visitors to slow down. Stroll along historic streets, explore boutique shops, and savor Ontario's famous ice wine, a sweet treasure made from grapes frozen by winter's touch. Niagara Falls isn't just a place, it's a feeling. A reminder of nature's power and beauty. Whether you come for romance, adventure, or wonder, Niagara will stay with you forever. Destination number 5. Toronto, Ontario, Canada's global skyline. Welcome to Toronto, Canada's largest city and one of the most diverse metropolitan areas on Earth. A vibrant cultural mosaic where more than 200 languages are spoken and every neighborhood tells a different story. At the heart of it all stands the CN Tower, once the tallest freestanding structure in the world. From the observation decks, the city stretches endlessly, a living sea of architecture, parks, and shimmering water. Just below, Ripley's Aquarium of Canada immerses visitors into a world beneath the waves, a favorite stop for families and ocean lovers alike. But Toronto is not defined by just its skyline. It's a city of neighborhoods, each bursting with character. Explore the colorful streets of Kensington Market, where global foods, independent shops, and creativity collide in a perfect cultural fusion. For peaceful escapes, a quick ferry ride leads to the Toronto Islands, offering beaches, bike paths, and the very best view of the skyline. A reminder that even in a bustling city, tranquility is never far away. Food lovers will find paradise at St. Lawrence Market, celebrated as one of the world's finest markets. Taste Toronto's iconic pea meal bacon sandwich, or discover flavors from every corner of the planet. And if you love sports, welcome home. From baseball to basketball, and of course, hockey, Toronto lives and breathes competition. The Hockey Hall of Fame stands as a cathedral of Canada's national passion. Toronto also inspires curiosity. Visit the Royal Ontario Museum, where ancient history meets modern architecture. Or explore cutting-edge art in the lively Distillery District. Toronto is constantly moving, a city of dreams built by people from every walk of life. From world-class cuisine to waterfront relaxation, from towering monuments to hidden alleyways, this is a destination that invites you to discover something new every single day. Toronto, a world within one city. Destination number 6. Quebec City, Quebec, the heart of French Canada. Perched high above the St. Lawrence River, Quebec City is a living postcard. A city where European charm meets Canadian spirit. Founded in 1608, It is the cradle of French civilization in North America and one of the oldest cities on the continent. At the heart of the city stands the Chateau Frontenac, one of the world's most photographed hotels. With its towering spires and fairy tale architecture, it watches over Old Quebec like a royal guardian. Old Quebec, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, feels like stepping into a time machine. Its fortified walls, the only ones remaining north of Mexico, have protected this city for centuries, preserving its timeless beauty. In the quaint Petit Champlain district, art galleries and small cafes line cobblestone alleyways. Savor French-Canadian classics like poutine, tourtière, and freshly made maple syrup, a sweet taste of Quebec's heritage. Here, history lives in the landscape. The Plains of Abraham remind visitors of battles that shaped the future of Canada, where French and British forces once clashed for control of a nation. Only minutes away, the majestic Montmorency Falls rushes down taller than Niagara. A breathtaking natural wonder, especially stunning when winter freezes the waterfall into icy sculptures. And no visit is complete without witnessing the joy of Winter Carnival, one of the world's largest winter celebrations, where music, fireworks, and ice artistry bring the city to life even in the coldest months. Quebec City is a story written in stone, snow, and celebration. A place where every corner whispers history, yet every moment feels full of life. Romantic, proud, and endlessly enchanting. This city is truly the beating heart of French Canada. Destination number 7. Montreal, Quebec, Festival City of Canada. Welcome to Montreal, Quebec's vibrant metropolis, where French-Canadian culture dances with modern urban energy. Known as the festival capital of Canada, Montreal is a city that celebrates art, music, and culinary excellence all year round. Step into Old Montreal, and you'll feel as if you've traveled back in time. Cobblestone streets, 17th century architecture, and the majestic Notre Dame Basilica create a backdrop steeped in history and European elegance. Inside the Notre Dame Basilica, light filters through vibrant stained glass, illuminating intricately carved wooden pews. Its grandeur reflects Montreal's devotion to art, faith, and beauty, a true masterpiece of craftsmanship. Montreal is alive with festivals. Each summer, the Montreal International Jazz Festival fills the streets with music, drawing musicians and visitors from all over the world. From intimate performances to massive outdoor concerts, the city pulses with rhythm and creativity. The city's neighborhoods each have a story to tell. In Plateau Mont-Royal, streets are adorned with murals and lively cafes. Here, locals and visitors mingle, sharing coffee, conversation, and the unmistakable energy of Montreal life. For a breathtaking view, climb Mount Royal. From the summit, the city stretches out below, bordered by the shimmering St. Lawrence River. A reminder that Montreal is a city built in harmony with nature. Montreal is also a gastronomic delight. Savor world-famous Montreal-style bagels, smoked meats, or classic poutine. With a melting pot of cultures, Every meal is a journey across the globe without ever leaving the city. At night, Montreal transforms. Festivals continue, streets glow with lights, and the city hums with energy. Music, art, and life intertwine seamlessly here, making Montreal not just a destination, but an experience. Montreal is where history, culture, and modernity coexist in perfect harmony. From historic streets to vibrant festivals, from quiet parks to bustling squares, it's a city that invites you to explore, celebrate, and fall in love with Canada's most dynamic cultural hub. Destination number 8. Whistler, British Columbia, Canada's alpine playground. Nestled in the coast mountains of British Columbia lies Whistler, a year-round alpine paradise known worldwide for its slopes, trails, and breathtaking landscapes. From winter snow sports to summer mountain adventures, Whistler is a playground for nature lovers and thrill-seekers alike. In the winter, Whistler Blackcomb offers some of the best skiing and snowboarding in North America. Over 8,000 acres of skiable terrain, snow-dusted forests, and panoramic views make it a must-visit for winter enthusiasts. The heart of Whistler is its charming pedestrian village. Lined with boutiques, restaurants, and cozy cafes, the village combines alpine charm with modern amenities. Whether you're refueling after a day on the slopes or simply strolling under snow-dusted lights, the atmosphere is magical. When the snow melts, Whistler transforms into a summer adventure hub. Hike scenic trails, bike through world-class downhill courses, or soar above the treetops on a zip line. The mountains offer endless opportunities to explore and reconnect with nature. No visit is complete without the peak-to-peak gondola, a record-breaking ride connecting Whistler and Blackcomb Mountains. Suspended high above alpine valleys, it provides jaw-dropping views of mountains, forests, and glaciers. A true bucket list experience. For quieter moments, explore Lost Lake, a tranquil alpine oasis. Canoe on its mirror-like waters, hike forest trails, or enjoy a peaceful picnic surrounded by nature. Even after the sun sets, Whistler buzzes with life. Nighttime activities range from fine dining and lively pubs to cultural events and festivals that celebrate local art and music. Here, adventure continues long after the day ends. Whistler is more than a destination. It's an experience of alpine grandeur, adventure, and tranquility. Whether carving down snowy slopes or hiking sunlit trails, every visit promises memories that last a lifetime. In Whistler, the mountains call, and every visitor answers. Destination number 9, Churchill, Manitoba. Far in the remote north of Manitoba lies Churchill, a small town with a massive reputation. Known as the polar bear capital of the world, this icy frontier is one of the best places on Earth to witness Arctic wildlife up close. Every autumn, hundreds of polar bears migrate to the shores of Hudson Bay, waiting for the sea to freeze so they can hunt again. Here, humans are the visitors, guests in the kingdom of the great white bear. Safely aboard specialized tundra vehicles, travelers venture into the wild. An unforgettable encounter with one of the planet's most powerful and graceful predators. But Churchill's wildlife wonders don't end with bears. In summer, thousands of beluga whales arrive in the Churchill River, their melodic calls filling the water. Arctic foxes and snowy owls bring even more life to this subarctic world. And when the skies grow dark, nature puts on an extraordinary performance. Churchill is one of the best places on Earth to see the northern lights, painting the heavens in waves of green and violet. Rich with indigenous history, Churchill reveals powerful stories of survival, tradition, and respect for the land. From ancient stone Inuksuk markers to local culture, every step honors a deep connection to nature. Churchill is a rare window into the Arctic, where the wild spirit of Canada still rules. A reminder that some parts of our world remain beautifully untamed and worth protecting for generations to come. Destination number 10. Prince Edward Island. Red cliffs, sandy dunes, and timeless seaside charm. On the eastern edge of Canada lies a place of quiet beauty and coastal magic, Prince Edward Island. With its red beaches, historic lighthouses, and gentle landscapes, PEI is the heart of Atlantic Canada's maritime charm. The island's shores are lined with iconic lighthouses, guardians of sailors for over a century. Fishing wharfs and colorful cottages create a postcard-perfect backdrop at every turn. Prince Edward Island's beaches are unique. Formed from iron-rich sandstone, the coast glows a deep shade of red. In summer, warm waters and soft dunes make Cavendish Beach a paradise for visitors. For fans of literature, this island is sacred ground. The beloved novel Anne of Green Gables was born here, and its legacy lives on through museums, heritage sites, and the landscapes that inspired author Lucy Maud Montgomery. And then, the food. PEI is known as the seafood capital of Canada. Lobster, mussels, and oysters are daily treasures pulled fresh from the Atlantic. Every meal is a connection to the ocean. Whether you're cycling the Confederation Trail, exploring charming farm towns, or simply relaxing by the sea, life on PEI moves at a softer rhythm. Prince Edward Island isn't just a destination, it's a feeling. A peaceful escape where stories, nature, and community come together with warmth and welcome. Destination number 11. Cabot Trail, Nova Scotia, Canada's most scenic coastal drive. On the far eastern edge of Canada lies one of the world's greatest scenic drives, the Cabot Trail. This legendary road loops around the northern tip of Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia, weaving through dramatic coastlines, highland mountains, and some of the most breathtaking vistas in North America. Stretching over 300 kilometers, the Cabot Trail is more than a road. It's an unforgettable journey through raw nature, Celtic traditions, and Acadian culture. Every curve reveals a new dramatic landscape, a fresh perspective of the Atlantic's wild beauty. One of the trail's most famous stops is the Skyline Trail, offering a panoramic cliffside view where mountains meet the sea. Here, the world feels vast, open, limitless. A place where visitors often spot moose grazing in the meadows or eagles soaring above. The western section of the trail offers dramatic ocean vistas, where rugged cliffs tower over deep blue waters. To the east, tranquil coves and fishing villages speak of a simpler, quieter maritime life. Cape Breton Island is known as the cultural heart of Nova Scotia. Along the Cabot Trail, you'll experience vibrant Celtic traditions, lively folk music, and warm hospitality. Small towns host traditional ceilidhs, joyful gatherings of music, dancing, and storytelling. On the opposite side of the trail, the French-speaking Acadian communities add another layer of heritage, celebrated with colorful homes, seafood feasts, and festivals that capture the spirit of coastal life. Travelers along the Cabot Trail indulge in some of the freshest seafood in Canada. Lobster, snow crab, chowder, and mussels are daily highlights. And nothing completes the day better than a seafood feast with views of the Atlantic stretching endlessly ahead. The trail is a paradise for adventurers. With over 25 hiking trails, opportunities for whale watching, kayaking, and cycling, outdoor lovers will find endless ways to explore. The surrounding Cape Breton Highlands National Park protects pristine forests and wildlife that thrive along this rugged coast. While the Cabot Trail is beautiful year-round, it becomes truly magical in the fall, when the forests burst into fiery shades of red, gold, and orange. One of the most spectacular autumn displays in the world. The Cabot Trail is a journey that stays with you, a place where culture, nature, and coastal wonder blend into an unforgettable adventure. It is not just a road, it is one of Canada's greatest treasures. Destination number 12, Bay of Fundy, New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, home of the world's highest tides. Between the provinces of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia lies one of the planet's most extraordinary natural wonders, the Bay of Fundy. A place where the ocean breathes in and out with astonishing power, creating the world's highest tides and carving a coastline unlike any other. Twice a day, the waters of the Bay of Fundy rise and fall by more than 50 feet, enough to submerge a 5-story building. These incredible tides move 160 billion tons of water in and out of the bay, a force greater than all the world's freshwater rivers combined. This phenomenon is caused by the unique funnel shape of the bay and a natural resonance that magnifies the tidal movements, a rhythm of nature found nowhere else on Earth. One of the Bay of Fundy's most iconic locations is Hopewell Rocks. These towering sea stacks, nicknamed the Flower Pots, were carved by centuries of relentless tides. At high tide, they rise like islands from the sea. But at low tide, you can walk among them, exploring their sculpted bases. The bay's nutrient-rich waters create the perfect feeding ground for marine life. Between June and October, more than 12 species of whales return here, including humpbacks, finbacks, and the rare North Atlantic right whale. A whale-watching trip in Fundy isn't just an activity, it's an encounter with one of the world's greatest underwater migrations. Fundy National Park, deep forests and rugged coastlines. Just inland lies Fundy National Park, a landscape of deep valleys, old-growth Acadian forests, and 25 spectacular waterfalls. Trails lead through mossy ravines to panoramic lookouts where the tides transform the shoreline hour by hour. A seaside town known for its Victorian charm, marine wildlife encounters, and peaceful ocean horizons. A fishing village where tides rise higher than anywhere else on the planet, a daily dance of life shaped by the ocean. The hike to Cape Split offers one of the most dramatic coastal views in all of eastern Canada. A narrow peninsula jutting into the bay, overlooking the immense power of colliding tides. Summer and early fall provide sunny days, whale migrations, and rich coastal beauty. But visit in autumn, and the forests around the bay explode into brilliant reds and golds. The Bay of Fundy is a world shaped by water, a place where nature's power is on full display. From soaring cliffs to wandering whales, from ancient rock formations to the rhythm of massive tides, Fundy is a reminder of how alive our planet truly is. Destination number 13, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada's historic and cultural capital. Welcome to Ottawa, Canada's elegant capital city, where history, culture, and modern life blend in a way that feels both grand and intimate. Known for its striking architecture, national museums, and vibrant festivals, Ottawa is a city built on identity, memory, and the spirit of Canada itself. Perched high above the Ottawa River, Parliament Hill is the iconic centerpiece of the city, a symbol of Canadian democracy and unity. Visitors can wander its manicured lawns, explore the magnificent Parliament buildings, or climb the Peace Tower for sweeping views of the skyline. At night, the hill transforms into a glowing canvas for Ottawa's celebrated summer light show, a breathtaking tribute to the nation's story. Across the river in Gatineau sits the Canadian Museum of History, home to the world's largest indoor collection of Indigenous carvings and stories told through breathtaking exhibits. Art lovers can explore the National Gallery, where Indigenous art, Canadian classics, and international masterpieces live under one dramatic glass roof. A perfect stop for families, filled with hands-on experiences and stories of Canadian innovation. The legendary Rideau Canal is Ottawa's living ribbon, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the world's largest naturally frozen skating rink in winter. Whether you're cycling along its banks, boating through its locks, or ice skating under snowy skies, The canal is the heartbeat of the city. Ottawa is a city that knows how to celebrate. In spring, millions of blooms transform the capital during the Canadian Tulip Festival. Summer nights come alive with music, food, and fireworks. And every July, the city becomes the proud host of Canada Day, a national celebration filled with energy and emotion. Just minutes from downtown lies Gatineau Park, a vast natural escape of forests, cliffs, and lakes. Perfect for hiking, swimming, or simply breathing in the tranquility of nature, it's one of the most beloved outdoor spaces in the capital region. Ottawa's food scene blends Canadian comfort with global influences. From gourmet restaurants in the Byward Market to iconic treats like the warm, sugary beaver tail, every meal is a taste of the capital's multicultural spirit. Summer brings festivals and vibrant outdoor life, while fall transforms the region into a sea of red and gold. Winter, though chilly, offers the magical experience of skating the Rideau Canal, a true Canadian bucket list moment. Ottawa is more than a capital. It is a living portrait of Canada, a place where the country's past, present, and future meet on the banks of a historic river. From its national symbols to its natural beauty and cultural rhythm, Ottawa stands proudly as the heart of the Canadian story. Destination number 14. Tofino, British Columbia, Canada's Pacific paradise. On the wild west coast of Vancouver Island lies Tofino, a sanctuary of towering rainforests, dramatic waves, and raw Pacific beauty. Known as Canada's surf capital and a haven for nature lovers, Tofino is a place where the wilderness feels alive, where every tide, storm, and sunset tells a story. Tofino is surrounded by the breathtaking Pacific Rim National Park Reserve, a landscape carved by wind, water, and time. Here, visitors wander among massive red cedars, follow boardwalks through lush, temperate rainforests, and explore coastlines untouched for thousands of years. This small coastal town has earned international fame for its incredible surfing conditions. Beaches like Chesterman, Long Beach, and Cox Bay offer year-round waves, from gentle summer swells to powerful winter surf that attracts pros from around the world. Tofino's winter season transforms the coastline into a theater of nature's might. Visitors come specifically to witness one of the world's most spectacular phenomena: Pacific storm watching. From cozy lodges overlooking the ocean, you can watch enormous waves crash with thunderous force, a humbling reminder of the ocean's wild spirit. Tofino is one of the best places in Canada for marine wildlife encounters. Each spring, over 20,000 gray whales migrate past this coast, while humpbacks and orcas roam the Pacific waters year-round. Even on land, black bears forage along the tidal flats, and sea otters drift peacefully through protected bays. Perfect for long walks, photography, and calm waves, a paradise for surfers and adventure seekers, one of the longest, most spectacular beaches in Canada. Tofino rests on the traditional territory of the Tlaoquiot First Nation, whose cultural roots here date back thousands of years. Through guided paddling tours, cultural centers, and storytelling experiences, visitors gain insight into the deep connection between the First Nations people and this sacred coastline. Though small, Tofino is full of character. From local eateries serving fresh seafood to artisan cafes and boutique shops, the town exudes a warm, laid-back vibe that perfectly complements its wild surroundings. Tofino's coastal bounty inspires an exceptional food scene. Whether you're savoring wild Pacific salmon, Dungeness crab, or the famous Tacofino food truck, each bite brings you closer to the flavors of the ocean. Summer is ideal for surfing and beach adventures. Fall brings mystical fog and quiet trails. Winter delivers world-famous storm watching, and spring welcomes migrating whales. Every season offers a new experience, and every visit feels unique. Wild, serene, and soul-stirring, Tofino is where the Pacific coast reveals its most magical side. A place that invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and reconnect with the natural world. This is not just a destination. It's a feeling, a rhythm, a moment you'll never forget. Destination number 15. Okanagan Valley, British Columbia, Canada's sun-soaked escape. The Okanagan Valley, a place where Canada feels like it borrowed a piece of the Mediterranean. Where golden sunlight kisses long rows of vineyards, where lakes stretch for miles, calm and glassy, and where the air itself feels warm, open, and welcoming, like a gentle invitation to slow down. This is where British Columbia hides one of its quiet masterpieces. The Okanagan is wine country, but it isn't just the wine that draws travelers from around the world. It's the atmosphere, the lifestyle, the sense of calm that lingers in the hills. More than 200 wineries are tucked into the landscape, each one with its own character. Family-run vineyards where you're welcomed like a friend. Lakeside wineries where tastings are paired with mountain views. And sun-drenched slopes where you can feel the heat rising from the soil beneath your feet. Here, every sip is a story of land, of climate, of patience. But this valley is more than grapes and glasses. It's a giant playground for anyone who loves nature. Okanagan Lake, long and winding, is the region's shimmering spine. Paddleboarders drift across its blue surface at dawn. Boaters carve white trails on summer afternoons. And as the sun sets, the entire shoreline glows orange, reflected like fire on water. Kelowna, Penticton, Vernon. Every town along this lake has its own personality, its own beaches, its own hidden corners. And when summer arrives, the valley feels alive, buzzing with festivals, markets, and lakeside energy. Beyond the vineyards, there's another aroma in the Okanagan: fruit. Peaches, apricots, cherries, apples. This is one of Canada's richest agricultural zones. Roadside stands burst with color. Families walk through orchards, picking fruit with warm sun on their shoulders. And everywhere you go, there's the smell of something fresh, sweet, and local. It's simple, honest joy, the kind that stays with you long after you've left. Head south, and the landscape shifts. The Okanagan gradually becomes Canada's only true desert, the northern tip of the Sonoran Desert. In Osoyoos, sagebrush covers the hills, rattlesnakes hide in the rocks, and the air turns hot and dry, giving the valley an unexpected edge of wilderness. This mix, vineyard paradise to desert ridge, exists almost nowhere else in the country. But the magic of the Okanagan isn't just in its scenery. It's in how it feels. Laid back, warm, open-hearted. A place where life slows to a comfortable rhythm, where your days unfold naturally, where you find yourself smiling more often, breathing a little deeper, and appreciating small things. A warm breeze, a glass of something good, a quiet moment by the water. The Okanagan Valley isn't just a destination, it's an experience of ease, a sun-soaked reminder to enjoy life while it's happening. Destination number 16, Yukon, Whitehorse, and Wilderness, where the wild still rules. There are places in the world where nature feels powerful. And then there is the Yukon, a land so vast, so untouched, that silence itself becomes a presence. Here, the horizon stretches endlessly, broken only by mountains, rivers, and sky. This is Canada at its most raw, where wilderness is not a backdrop, but the main character. At the heart of this northern territory lies Whitehorse, a small capital city built on resilience, history, and frontier spirit. Once a key stop during the Klondike Gold Rush, Whitehorse was shaped by dreamers, adventurers, and fortune seekers who braved impossible conditions in search of opportunity. Today, the city carries that same rugged energy, but softened by creativity, community, and northern warmth. Wooden boardwalks, local art galleries, cozy cafes, and the constant presence of the Yukon River remind visitors that life here flows differently, slower, more intentionally. Just beyond Whitehorse lies Dawson City, a town frozen in time. False front buildings, wooden sidewalks, and gold rush saloons transport you back to the late 1800s, a time when hope glittered in riverbeds and fortunes were made or lost overnight. Here, history isn't locked behind glass. It lives in the streets, the stories, and the people. But the true soul of the Yukon lives far beyond its towns. This is a land of caribou herds, grizzly bears roaming vast valleys, wolves moving silently through forests, and eagles soaring above glacial rivers. Protected areas like Kluane National Park, home to Canada's tallest mountain, Mount Logan, showcase a landscape shaped by ice, wind, and time. Massive glaciers spill down into wide valleys, feeding turquoise rivers that twist endlessly through the land. Out here, you don't just observe nature, you submit to it. And when night falls, the sky awakens. The Yukon is one of the best places on Earth to witness the aurora borealis. Ribbons of green, purple, and gold dancing silently above frozen lakes and snow-covered forests. It's a moment that humbles you, a reminder of how small we are and how beautiful that smallness can be. In summer, the opposite magic unfolds. The midnight sun stretches days into eternity, allowing endless hikes, canoe journeys, and campfires that glow well past midnight. Locals paddle rivers, fish clear lakes, and live in rhythm with the land, not against it. The Yukon is not for those seeking luxury or convenience. It's for those seeking truth, truth in nature, in silence, in self-discovery. Here, the world feels bigger, time feels slower, and life feels deeply, undeniably real. To visit the Yukon is to remember what wildness truly means. As our journey across Canada comes to an end, we're left not with a single memory, but with a feeling shaped by vast wilderness, timeless cultures, and landscapes so powerful they redefine what beauty truly means. From the thunder of Niagara Falls to the silence of the Yukon tundra, from vibrant cities alive with creativity to remote places where nature still rules. Canada reveals itself not just as a country, but as an experience. This is a land where ancient traditions meet modern life, where wildlife roams freely, and where every road leads to a story waiting to be told. Canada doesn't ask to be rushed. It asks you to slow down, to listen, to explore with respect and wonder. Whether you dream of alpine peaks, coastal sunsets, historic streets, or endless skies, Canada offers something rare in today's world: space, silence, and authenticity. So wherever your travels take you next, carry this spirit with you. Protect the places that inspire you. Travel with curiosity, and never stop exploring. If this journey moved you, inspired you, or sparked your sense of adventure, like the video, share it with fellow travelers, and subscribe to Loca Nation for more cinematic travel guides from around the world. Until our next adventure, this is Loca Nation.